Welcome to another episode of Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage. Today, no strippers. Sorry. Today, no nudity. Sorry. But you get to have a look at some of the cars which I had done some custom work on before I started filming and creating Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage. So we'll start off with the Corgi Toys Superior Ambulance on a Cadillac chassis. Now this one came with a broken screen, and this was my first attempt of making my own. Though she's a bit cloudy, but for the moment I'm happy with that. Didn't have a beacon. This was one with the lights, and what I've done is I found some scrap washers and the tip of, I'll just try and get that into focus without too much shaking. The beacon up here is the tip of the needle from an insulin pin. Just painted up, and a bit of detailing, bit of a broken sticker, but I'm happy with that. Next up is another Corgi Toys. Get it around the right way, Michael. Corgi Toys. As you can see, I didn't do anything with the base. The Land Rover. I think it may have had something in the back because this opening here. I don't know whether it's a chip or filter or anything like that. It's got the broken bumpers. At the time when I did this one, I didn't have that much skills, but I may revisit this one and do the bumpers. We have another Corgi Toys Ford Thunderbird. These are all painted with rattle can paint. Bought a replacement windscreen from Recover Toy, I think it was. Or Steve Flowers, one of the two. She's turned out okay. Detailing on the back I like the best out of it. The interior I'm going to have to revisit, so this one may come apart again. Okay, next up we've got we have two Corgi Rover 2000s. They were both in bad sort of shape. There's the one in the front here that you're seeing at the moment. I'll probably revisit because the paint pooling down the bottom. But then again, it's a reminder of what I did beforehand. This one again, I've replaced the back part of the screen because that had a big hole in it. But the rest of the screen is there, and the nice little lights. This other one that you see in the background, I think must have been a rally vehicle because it did have the dual lights, which I've replaced. And again with this one, the rear window I had to repart of the glass I had to replace because of it being broken. Next vehicle up is the Corgi Toys Volkswagen Saloon, which was the learner driver car. Now this one came with very little paint, and the steering wheel up the top was broken in 3 places. So again, this was an early thing here. You can see where the joints are, and I haven't really filed anything down on it because sort of the bits are hanging over as part of the super glue. But and I tried to paint the chrome stripe there with a paintbrush, but still working on that skill. But yeah, not too bad turnout. Next item, next up are the Gamda Koor, and these are. This used to be a UN vehicle, and I filled in where the beacon used to be. The glass isn't in too bad a shape, a bit foggy in places. Tailgate goes up and down. It's a nice little unit. I have several of these. On this one, I've done a wheel swap on it. Tailgate lifts up and down. Sorry about that. This one didn't have a beacon on it. This next one had a beacon. I filled it in. Made it a two-tone. Again, tailgate up and down. Glass is in fair condition. Even did the windscreen wipers on that one for detailing. This next one, I've left the beacon in. We have a tailgate there that's missing, but I made a mould out of one. Just prior to me starting the video, when I pulled it out from where it was, the super glue gave way on it, so I'll just have to glue that one back in. So I'll just put that back into its little posse. Now, one more. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you will have seen, I think my second video was about free buses. So I'll turn into the Sydney government buses delivery. Here we're going to have, we have some more buses, but these are off the livery from the bus company that used to run in the area where I used to live in Sydney, and that was an Oliveri's Route 41, and this is my representation. This one here, I still need to put the red stripe on, and these are the these are the Dinky toys. Carnos. They used to be the BOA seat buses, if my memory serves me correctly. I'm going to go through a few buses at the moment. Here we have the Dinky toys. There we go. The auto bus Parisian. Again, still need to. This one never had any glass in it. I haven't seen one that does. So again, what we're missing is the red stripe down the belt line. It'll come at a later date. We have some more buses coming. Two. These are all, again, these are all the Dinky toys buses. And they all have various wheels on them as well. They don't have the same wheels. Well, 3 of them do, the other ones don't. But again, my interpretation of the Oliveri livery. Now, the 2 middle buses were painted with white primer, and the 2 outside buses were painted with grey primer. But otherwise, everything, it's all same white paint, same green paint. So there you can see a bit of a difference as to if you use white primer and grey primer. Get rid of those. And then we have one more bus to go. And this is another Dinky Toys, the Vega Major luxury coach. Now usually every other one that I've seen been customised, they've usually turned it into the bus that's used in the Italian Job, the original one that has Michael Caine in it. But again, I've made it into the delivery of the bus company that was in the area when I was a kid. The only little blemish in the glass is that yellow stripe, because actually all of these was painted yellow. I was able to remove them without a great deal of hassle, but I just couldn't get it into there. But now that I have more skills, I can revisit that. It is, sorry about that. It is missing the amber turnouts. And as you can see, it's quite corroded, that battery compartment. But that's something that we can revisit. Next we have the Corgi Toys Ford Ziffa. Police vehicles, there's more than one. These are two. As you notice, I do multiple vehicles, which is good practice for some. Now, all of them, and you'll probably see on eBay and a few other places, all of them have the antenna broken. And what I found was, I didn't buy new ones. All I did was I pulled it out and turned it upside down and glued it in. So still have to get stickers for it, or now that I've actually, what these are all sitting on is decal paper. So that's what I'm doing later on this afternoon, is practicing on the decals. Now, this screen was painted silver because it was too badly scratched at the time when I did that one. This one here was painted in a livery in the colours of what I saw on the internet as an inspiration. Right. And again, what I've used here is paperclip for the antenna. Right. And it's got a little, it's all bit of a rusty glue on it. But right, the hubs, centre hub silver, and so forth. Again, another one that was inspired by a photo on the internet. Now, this part here came about purely by accident, as a weathering, like it's gone on dirt road, and purely by accident it came out like that, and I'm happy. And same thing here, and again using a paper clip for the aerial. Now, the other thing I also noticed on these three vehicles, they definitely have three different wheel hubs. You have that one, you have that one, and you have that one. There's no wheel swaps. That's it. That's the wheels that they came with. And last but not least are these Matchbox Transporters. Here's an original. Here is one that I've left original, because that's what I try and do if I have multiples of the same and they're in the original and one's in a fairly good original condition. I'll leave it and I'll do a custom on the other two. Well, the silver on the front here is not normally there. It is there, it's complete, but as per usual we have the problem with the glass up the top. Otherwise in quite reasonable condition. Glass a bit foggy on the front, but with these other two, this was when I bought the handheld compressor, or the airbrush that I use. Try and get my tongue out. The airbrush that I use. I painted one of these with a rattle can and one of them with that airbrush. So we'll do them one at a time. This one I did a wheel swap, and I made my own screen with it. Like I said, wheel swap. Still missing a rear door, so I am chasing after one of those, but not in a great hurry. So I'm most likely, because I find for me it's cheaper to buy a wreck than to buy the part by itself. Again, there's another one where I've replaced the screens all round, and no, I didn't make the tyres on this one, but that's the one I painted with the airbrush, and that's the one that was painted with the rattle can. And the way I can tell is by the body lines here. These, it's where usually our can paints pool, and with the airbrush it comes out nice and clean. So these are the projects which I've done prior to me opening up. Oh no, hang on, there is one more. There is one more, and I think she came out rather good, and that was the Corgi toys. Try to turn it around the right way. The Corgi toys Volkswagen pickup. It used to be one with the towing on the back, and what I did was I married it with a Dinky Toys trailer, and what I had done was I cut down the what they call the side gates, and glued it on. And so forth. Then I made myself a canopy, again just using paper clips, and this part here is just a plastic bag that I've cut to shape, and we have a one-handed. It's a little bit difficult to put on, but there we have. So it has a cover, so it can go and do its job, doing some pickups. I hope you enjoyed this little video of my previous builds prior to doing videoing. Catch you later. Bye.